Let's talk about Bitcoin.
Let's do it.
So imagine you're a diehard Bitcoin person.
Ooh, Bitcoin.
You wake up and Elon Musk says Tesla buys $1.5 billion of Bitcoin and starts accepting payment for cars. What is the reaction of the diehard Bitcoin believer when they hear that story? Honestly.
Oh, they are through the roof.
It's Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah,
all in one
you name
day.
it, all in one day.
Because if you're one of the guys, the OG guys, that you bought Bitcoin when it was nothing and you sit on it.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
even if you bought Bitcoin on Friday, it would have gone up $8,000.
If you would have just bought it on Friday,
Yes.
it would
From
have
what,
gone
38 to 45?
to
What is it?
46.
Okay.
It's at 46.33 right now.
So Tesla will begin accepting Bitcoin. The electronic automaker disclosed an SEC filing on Monday, citing efforts to further diversify, maximize returns on our cash, and a first may soon accept its payment as for its cars. The move sent Bitcoin higher, trading about $42,000. 8 a.m. I don't know where it's at right now. This year, the cryptocurrency has gained 33%. Shares of automaker have gained 20% this year compared to 3% of S&P 500 and 7.5% of NASDAQ Composite. Musk added, I think Bitcoin is really on the verge of getting broad acceptance by conventional finance people. So
there it is right there. Broad acceptance.
So let me ask you
Legitimacy.
this. So let me ask you this. How high does it go? How high does it go?
According to experts, they don't. Experts, who's an expert? They think $100,000 is where it could go from here. Maybe even higher.
But I don't think that's a big deal, though. I don't think it's $100,000.
You think it can go even higher than that?
Let
in
me-
the
let
next
me-
6 to 12 months?
Let
you
me
think?
put it to you this way. Who's bigger than Elon Musk in the world right now?
Nobody.
Nobody. When-
Bezos might have a say in that, but
Tom Brady.
No. Bezos is
Tom
on
Brady.
Bezos is on his way out. He just became,
And
Andy
Bezos-
Jazzy.
Yeah.
No,
Bezos is like he doesn't grab attention. He's just kind of fading in the
no.
background.
Bezos doesn't want attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Bezos is Biden. Elon
low-key.
Musk is more, Trump-esque is what it is. Okay. Take the
He likes
politics
the
out.
attention, yeah.
He likes being relevant, right? So no one's bigger than Musk. So Musk goes out there and says, Bitcoin, and not only that, Tesla, the automaker that's now worth whatever it's worth, that puts $1.5 billion, and they're now accepting payments. Yeah, I don't know. That's a big deal. I don't see this thing going from 42 to 100,000.
well, he had Bitcoin in his Twitter bio for the last couple weeks.
this thing going 42 to a few hundred.
So you're buying.
I'm coming from a place of very neutral. Like yesterday, I was tweeting about the Super Bowl. Oh, you have money on this. You have a Brady card. You have a Mahomes card. I said, I have nothing. I don't have any money on this game. Like Mattress Mac, who put $3.5 million, and he won $6 million in Houston. And a couple years ago, he put $12 million on the Astros.
He had to fly to Nevada though to put in the bet.
He carried in that little Samsonite. He showed the pictures.
Online
Okay.
betting.
Yeah, because he had a picture with like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just like a prop or something. By the way, Mattress Mac, Jen is from Houston. He says he is the most giving man in the city, and they love him. When the hurricane came, if you guys remember, the church, Joel Osteen's church, shut down. He opened up all his mattress stores, saying anybody can come and sleep here because it's bad condition. That's why the city loves this guy. Yeah. So going back to this Bitcoin, I don't think it's going to go 42,000 to 100,000. I don't think so. I think it's bigger than that.
What's interesting though is
Because flip it now. Now let's just say you now go and you have Wall Street, the Dalios of the world. They have funds now. They're adding Bitcoin to the portfolio. So 42,000 to 100,000. Okay, let me ask the question in a different way. Would you have thought a year and a half ago that Elon Musk was going to go from being worth 5, 10, 15 billion dollars to $200 billion? No. Don't be surprised if this goes from 42 to like 400.
the interesting thing is that
Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, meaning it could happen.
I'd be interesting to see because you know how the hype with Bitcoin when it first kind of blew up towards the tail end of 2017, everyone was buying, everyone was investing. They were like, "Oh, I'm going to put it in. I'm going to pick one. I'm going to put in a couple $1,000. It's going to 100x in 3 days," and then it crashed. At that point, the peak was 19,000. If you just held on to that, you could have been stupid enough to buy at the top and held on to it, and it'd still be twice as much today.
Yeah.
And that's probably just the beginning.
When was that? What month?
This was December of 2017.
In December of 2017 was $19?
Yeah, no, 19,000.
Okay, December of 2017, a Jordan rookie card was selling for $25,000. If you would have bought one and held on to that, you would have sold it today for $700,000. Yeah. Bitcoin people hate it when I say that. 25 times more. That 19 would have been double. So people can't take their eye off cards as well. There's a big move in the card community right now.
But then if you go a year later, when it went back down to like $3,000, I mean, you're looking.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking my language.
But
That's 13 times.
But I'm also saying that because I have a lot of friends that bought Bitcoin at the peak, thinking, oh, it's going to keep going. It went down. They were like, all right, I'm pissed. I'm never going into it. Like, I'm done. Like, zero. I'm not trying to lose more money. However, even buying at the worst time, it's a 2x. That's not bad.
Well, just for some.
By the way, this is just so you know. I'm right now buy on Bitcoin. This is like go buy. You know, that'd be my opinion on where Bitcoin's at today. You were going to say something.
Well, no, I just a couple economic lessons out there for the investors out there. I wish I would have bought more Bitcoin over the last couple of years. I bought 3-4 years ago. Two things. Obviously, buy and hold is a strategy. It's a strategy no matter whether you're buying Bitcoin or whether you're in the stock market or whether you're have a Kobe card or whatever it is. But also, sorry about that, but you've done okay with the Waynes. But also, dollar cost averaging is a strategy. You bought Bitcoin when it was at 19. You bought Bitcoin when it was at 3. You bought Bitcoin when it was at 35. You bought Bitcoin when it was at 40. You're going to buy Bitcoin at 50. You're going to buy it when it goes down to 17. Dollar cost averaging. Same with the market. You buy the stock market when it's at 19, when it's at 30, when it's at 18. Just continually to buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold, and dollar cost averaging. So, just put that into your little cap over there.
Is Bitcoin going to go? Like, you want to make a prediction next 90 days where Bitcoin goes? 90 days.
Well, with what we've seen with this GameStop stuff and with certainly Elon Musk and whatever he's doing with this Dogecoin stuff, the market more than ever is easier to manipulate with a tweet, with a comment, with Wall Street bets kind of getting up there. So more than ever, you can move the markets just with kind of momentum and emotion rather than...
You want to give a number or you want to give me like a love story here on how you met your first girlfriend?
I mean, I think if Elon's continuing to do this, I think Bitcoin could be on it could be at 100,000 in the next 6 months.
So you're putting 100,000 6 months?
I'd say 75 next 90 days.
75 next 90 days.
How about you, PPD?
I don't know, guys. I think it's...
Going, you going to give us a love story?
No, meaning I think it's going...
What's your point? What's your point?
I think it's going 6 figures next 90 days.
Really?
I think it could.
So when are you buying?
I bought this morning. I'm going to go with you right now.
That's why it was late.
No. I didn't buy this morning. I don't want people to tweet and say, Pat bought this morning. I didn't buy this morning. But all I'm saying is I think it's going to go 6 figures.
Wow.
I just think there's other places that I can make. Go ahead.
Why do you think, because I had some notes here, why do you think they allowed to buy Tesla with Bitcoin? Because there's two sides to it. You can either make... It could be a really smart investment because then people pay with Bitcoin. They sit on Bitcoin. Price of Bitcoin goes to the roof. They make a lot of money.
What are you talking about?
You paid $100,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Down the next day.
Yeah, and then it drops to half. Suddenly you got a 50%
what
off.
Are you talking about?
But I'm saying it's a flip side as well because you're paying 100%. That 100% turns into 200%. Suddenly you're like, crap.
Kai, you missed the point. Here's the point with that. Okay, forget about how volatile it's going to be. There's a risk there. I guarantee you the board is not happy with the volatile market of Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you that. But you may also buy a car for $65,000 that you really paid $130,000 for.
No, absolutely. It can go both ways.
Exactly. So but the point is this. Give me the DNA of a Tesla buyer.
I mean, it's the Wall Street bets, the crypto kind of person, the follower of
They're
Elon
weird.
Musk.
They're different.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not like you. I don't want to be like you. I'm different. I don't buy what you buy. You guys are dummies that buy oil. What they think everybody else is
weird or
no. They think the rest of the world that doesn't drive a Tesla, you're a fool to not. You know that's how they're wired. They're wired that way.
They have like a secret that you don't know about.
They're part of a community or not part of a community.
You
They're
don't get us,
than
buddy.
You.
We're
they are a
than,
level above you. Okay. All right. If Tesla drivers are like that, what other investors are like that?
Bitcoin investors,
exactly.
Yeah.
They just got the entire cryptocurrency community, which is a massive one, to say, dude, I'm gonna go buy this. And they're now gonna be screaming off the top of their lungs, which is their community. It is their community. So they just recruited an entire community of pro-Tesla. And you know what else about the crypto guys? Let me ask you a question. Do you know people that love oil? All they do is they do oil investments. Many.
I'm an OPEC guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm an oil man.
Do you know people that are big real estate guys?
Yeah.
Do you know people that are big, value stock guys that they want to buy Disney that's 10% down? How many of those guys are louder than Bitcoin guys?
Nobody.
That's the
Combined.
point. You want the loudest customer to be on your side. They just got the loudest customers that are now Tesla side.
Bitcoin people are like vegans. They're gonna whether you want to know it, you're gonna know that they're Bitcoin people.
Yeah, they're
gonna let you know.
Is, guys, are we having some problems or no? You just had the best part that we had some problems, man. This was awesome. Audio's going or no? Did it cut off or no? Because we dropped a little bit.
No, it was just an image.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so
We're
that's
back,
good.
baby.
So, okay, we back. It's back. Fix. Come back. Okay, sound's still there. Okay, good. So yeah, my answer to you with that is very simple. Bitcoin is officially all fan of Tesla.
Yeah,
So they won in so many different ways.
No,
is
I
what they
think
did.
obviously it's a different one. But do you think Tesla will use the Bitcoin, or do you think they'll sit on it just as a sort of investment kind of?
I think they're going to sit on it. If you ask me,
Yeah,
I don't think they're going
I'd agree with
I
that.
think they're going to sit on it.
I'd agree
It's
with
a
that.
great question, by the way.
The only question,
gonna-
which is I think the Bitcoin's last hurdle,
Yeah.
I think, is how it works with taxes and taxation of it, because it's a decentralized platform. You buy it.
You have to know at that point when you're Tesla, their board is ridiculous, brilliant people with their board and their accounting and their audited financials and all that stuff.
I'm sure they're able to do it, but it's still from what I've understood, when you buy and sell cryptocurrency, you're obliged to yourself kind of report what you've made or how the money works with that, and you're kind of you're giving the IRS the information yourself. So obviously you could say, oh, I didn't make 10,000, I made 1,000, or even I didn't make any money at all, and they wouldn't know. So I think that's more where
it'll be interesting.
With Tesla, it'll work because obviously they'll do it. The question is just with people that put money into it, because unless you're paying for it with a good, like you're trading it into other goods, then that's kind of where the taxation comes in. If you're just buying it to invest and to have it multiply and stuff like that as an asset source, then that's different, because then it's one transaction. It's more when you go from the Bitcoin to normal currency as a form of trade. That's kind of where it can get a little bit tricky, which is why it would be harder or delayed until we can have people paying with Bitcoin for normal transactions in everyday life.
You don't think they've thought that out and had a process made for that and kind of looked at all the good, bad, and the ugly?
No, I'm sure they've and obviously if not, like that's what they're trying to figure out now, of why you have Visa and PayPal and all these people. Like what can we do? How can we?
And Elon is a part of the PayPal mafia, so
exactly.
he knows he's been around the block
been,
with this stuff.
Exactly, and I'm sure he's in the forefront of being able to figure out how you can do it in a manner. I think it's just more another hurdle for the Main Street guy that would have to figure out.
That's a good point.
How am I going to do that?
I think that's a good point. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.